Gracias Gunners Collective TV. Back at it, you already know. Like a motherfucking smack addict. Bye up. Bye up. In a menudo style in a direct fashion, we're going to get straight into the content of the day. But before we do, let's hit that like and subscribe button. Double up. Ding. Put your notification bell on all so that way you're directed in the direction of the dope content that I'm kicking. And I highly appreciate all the support, man. We're going up on this channel. It's all because of you. And for that, I can say I'm very humbled and very appreciative. So gracias. So Swifty's caught up. Locked up, they won't let you out. Might get whacked without a doubt. He's locked up, they won't let him out. Oh, right, he might get snatched up. We know what happened last time Swifty got locked up. Or do we? I don't know, man. According to all the reports that were put out there, he got snatched up and scratched a little bit on with the fierro. But we don't know if that was true or not, right? That's what was reported. Now, he's locked back up. He's in jail. And man, I don't wish jail on no one. That sucks, right? So what happened was Swifty was promoting some weed brand, right? For whatever, man, he was doing a collaboration with a weed brand. And so he had the bright idea, the great idea, you know, because Swifty has all kinds of bright ideas all the time. But he had the brightest idea, and first and foremost, respects to Swifty, man. I like Swifty Blue, but he had the bright idea to do kind of a scavenger hunt type thing. Basically, he was pulling up to different spots with weed packs, place them in different spots, showing people where he was placing them. It was like, hey, I'm on the corner of this and that. If you want it, come get it, right? If you want it, I got it. It's dripping like water. And so people would pull up, you know, definitely. And the thing was, he was dropping his location. And when you do that on social media and you're not liked that much, two things either happen. One, it gets ugly. Or two, people come to take pictures with you. But according to what's being put out there, I guess some youngsters, some high schoolers, right, allegedly pulled up or spotted Swifty at this gas station, you know, because he dropped his location. Hey, I'm going to be at the corner of this gas station right here. There's going to be the weed over here. You know, come rap to me. So they seen the location and they pulled up. And for whatever reason they had, man, they decided to, you know, have some words with Swifty. Now, it's a trip because Swifty's hands are tied. You know, at that exact moment, your hands are tied. And I've seen homeboys go through that. You know, some high schoolers, some youngsters pull up to wherever you're at, man, and they talk that shit. And you as a grown man, you have to bite the bullet. You have no choice. See, if you say something or they get you out of your element, out of your mental, and you're fucking flipping out, you J-cat out, or you trip out, like, what's happening, right? You always got to, in the back of your mind, remember that these are youngsters, and them charges on your record ain't gonna look good, no matter what you say. You know, you go to jail, hey, what you here for? I'm a fucking bunch of high schoolers ran up on me out of smash. What? You beat up on kids. See, it's not good. It doesn't look good. You know, and I know the situation now. If you don't do anything, man, you got punked by a whole bunch of youngsters. You a sucker fish, right? You can't win. In a situation like that, do an about face, dust yourself off, and ride again. That's all you do. You just get on. You know, let them high-power, crazy individuals talk all that shit about you got punked by some. That's cool. Let them. But anyways, so what's going on is I guess these guys were yelling, screaming, or whatever, fussing and yelling and bussing. And they got into some type of argument with Swifty for whatever reason. Now, it's crazy that a lot of people have issues with Swifty Blue. We all know he has his issues within the industry. He has his issues within his hood or his gang or whatever, you know, his program. But why are his personal issues amongst his gang or his politics everybody's issue? Why does everyone mad at Swifty or everyone trying to prove himself? Like, what do they get? Do you get stripes? Do you get brownie points? You're trying to prove yourself? Now, if you're gang related and he's your enemiga or your enemigo, however you want to say it, then I understand. You know, if you catch him slipping and you feel some type of way, that's part of the game. You know what you signed up for. But just to see Swifty Blue and, man, no one likes him, I'm going to give him a hard time. You know, that's just a disaster for everyone because you don't know what he has on him. You don't know if he's feeling some type of way. Best believe that when guys are dropping their locations, when they're gang members, when they know a lot of people don't like them and they got adversaries and there's diss records out there and people are trying to catch you slipping and the ops and all that good shit, right? Best believe someone's probably going to have something on them or located in their vicinity close because you're not trying to be buck naked out there. You're not trying to not have nothing. You know, a man is usually fully prepared. It's better to have it and stay with it than to not have it at all, right? Isn't that the old school saying? So whatever, these youngsters ran up on him. There's people that are saying windows got broke and people were yelling and J-catting out. And eventually the authorities pulled up. Now the cops pulled up. And of course, who usually goes to jail in this situation? The adult. The adult. Swifty being the adult, I'm sure the cops came up to him, asked him what was going on, whether he gave a statement and told them exactly the situation. He got arrested. Now, there's a lot of people saying he got arrested because he had one of them things on him. And no one knows, you know. And then it gets deeper. But, you know, so Swifty does get arrested. Bam. County jail. What county jail? I'm not going to go look him up and find out exactly where he's at and what he's doing. But he does get locked up, right? And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that he was just trying to do something, you know, to promote his brand, to help someone out promote their brand, and shit went backwards. But I could see the recipe for disaster right from the gate. You know, when you're dealing with weed or packs or what these kids like to smoke nowadays, and I say kids because they're youngsters, not necessarily kids, but youngsters, right? It's just the way we talk, us old heads. But it was definitely a recipe for disaster, you know, especially when you're not liked very much in the industry or in the gang life. You know, and Swifty's done that. He's made his bed. He's laying in it. But he's out there. He said in his songs, man, catch me on the streets. I'm out here. When you tell people catch me outside, how about that? When you tell them catch me on the streets, they're trying to catch you on the streets. Now, I don't know if these youngsters did it for clout or just fucking were tripping for whatever reason. But definitely something went on there, man. And it's just unfortunate that Swifty, out of all people, gets locked up. Let me tell you guys a little quick story right before we get into further details. So, I remember I just got out of prison. And one of my primas, she was in high school, right? She calls me. She's blowing me up. And I was like, what's up? And she was like, hey, I'm going to fight this chick, you know, at this school. And I need all the people I can to back me up. And I was like, yeah, that's youngster shit. I'm not involved in that. She was like, no, she kicks it with all older people. There's going to be a whole bunch of older people there. And, you know, I just want to make sure it's fair. And I need some backup. So I was like, let me call a few of my homegirls. So I called a few of my homegirls, a few people, right? Hey, you guys want to go trip out on this? Yeah. So we pulled up. And there was about 100 people there, right? It was like at a school, like / park type thing going on, playground, whatever they had going on, right? They were high schoolers, they were seniors. So they were 17, 18 years old, everyone there, right? So I'm kind of stepping back. I'm not going to get involved at no level. I ain't trying to go to jail. Fuck that, right? And one of my tias was there. And so I'm talking to her and she was like, yeah, I'm trying to prevent it, but if they're going to fight, they're going to get it on. This is California shit. Motherfuckers, you can't stop it. You can't stop it. Get ready to rumble, right? So there's a lot of fucking like older cats fucking on the other chick's side, right? So I'm chopping it up. I know a few of them. You know, Mercedes not big. So I'm like, what's up, bro? What's up? On my niece, this, that. So of course my prima hits the corner and starts getting off, right? So they're chunking them. They're rolling on the ground. Hair's getting pulled. Aquanet everywhere, right? It just is what it is. And one of the girl's boyfriend is talking that shit. Yeah, get her, right? And one of the chicks that's over on our side is like, what's up with you, fool? She ready to box the dude, right? And one of the Theos fucking starts getting brave and I tell him, hey, back up, homie. So it turns into like, hey, bust a spray, homie. It turns into a big old melee type thing. But I didn't throw no hands because I didn't want to get involved like to that level, right? So bam, cops pull up. Someone called the cops. Hey, there's a disturbance. There's a gang of people. I'm telling you, it was like 100 people. There was more people than a Lefty Gunplay concert, right? So everybody ran. What am I going to run for? I'm with the two homegirls that I called, right? I'm walking. We're going to walk to the car. Like, I didn't do shit. I'm just a spectator. You know, WWE, I'm a fan, homes. You know, the consumer's always right. So as I'm walking, cops, hey, they recognize me because I'm gang related, right? Get over here, stupid, right? Get over here. They do the fucking, the whatever, the scorpion on me. So, of course, I go over, they pat me down, whoop, nothing, right? But I'm wearing a red belt, red shoes. You know, I was game banging back then, active. Turn around. Out of everybody, the 100 motherfuckers that I wasn't even involved in the fight, I'm the one that gets arrested. So that's usually what happens when you're dealing with the youngsters and you're around them types of situations and everyone's being aggravating. The older head's always going to be the one locked up. So I can understand why Swifty got locked up. But people are saying he had one of them things on him. Now, we heard about what happened to Swifty last time. And immediately I seen information drop. Swifty gets locked up. Okay, that's true. Whatever, you know, for whatever reason, we're not too sure yet. But that's what is being put out there. And then he immediately checks in the PC. Well, who said that? How would you know that information to say that unless you have a direct line with the authorities? Like, it's crazy that people put those types of jackets on people. Oh, they're PC'd up. Oh, they're this. Oh, they're that. Like, you don't even know, man. If you don't like the guy, at least have enough respect to keep it real with everyone else. When you're spreading false lies and propaganda and you don't even know what's up, and if that is the case later on, then so be it. Oh, see, I told you, now you thought, and it just happened to work out your way. Or the domino fell your way. But, before you start, oh, he's already telling, or he's PC'd up, or, let me tell you the truth. Wherever they put him, they put him. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he's incarcerated. That's on him. People, it seems like they want him to go there. So they have something to talk about, or so they can clown him, or so that they could prove to themselves that they're harder than him. The fact of the matter is, he was out there in them streets, like he said in the song. He did have that thing on him, allegedly, if that's what it is, right? He was really moving that way. So from the comfort of your home, you can't sit there and type some bullshit and talk about, oh, he PC'd. You don't even know. And I'm not pointing out one particular person that said that. I'm just saying people do that all the time. Oh, damn, he got locked up. He's going to PC. How do you know? How the fuck do you know where he's going or where he's went? Did he go last time? Last time, allegedly, he was in the LA County Jail and he got scraped, right? So he went to the linea. He went to general population. So it's just a crazy thing how people want to act all political and all active and all gang related, and they're not the ones in that position. You don't ever hear about them getting locked up or hear about them doing something, You hear about them reporting it, though. It's just crazy, right? Now, I understand if someone doesn't like Swifty for whatever reason, cool. You don't got to like that man. You ain't got to trust that man. But to slander his name like that and throw a jacket like that, you're going to get him hurt, or you're going to get other people hurt. Because there's people out there that they listen to this social media stuff and they take it for a grain of salt. And then there's those that this is their news. This is their hood news. They rely on this shit. They believe everything they hear. So you tell them, hey, man, did you hear about Swifty? Oh, he just went to the county for this. He already checked in. He PC'd up. And then they're going to go tell their homeboy. And their homeboy, next thing you know, it's in the streets. And everyone's like, damn, that fool's bad. He got a jacket. He did this. He did that. And he can be getting out, just walking like, you know what I mean? And get whacked. Something bad happened to him. Get ran up on. So before you do that as a real gang member or gangster, someone who knows what it is in the streets or live that life, you give a motherfucker his due process. That's what it's called, man. Wait. Slow down. Slow down like a Bobby Valentino song. Everything's going to be all right. And if that dude does decide to PC up and check in, what does that do? Oh, guess what? My favorite rapper checked in. Hey, I'm here to tell you, man, a lot of your homeboys have. They just haven't told you yet. It's crazy, right? But yeah, Swifty gets locked up and it was a no-win situation. It's always a no-win situation. That's why stay far away from high school, stay far away from these the shenanigans with the youngsters, because you're going to be the one incarcerated. You're going to be the one that gets charges pressed on you when you're the adult. And what the fuck are you doing? And there was a guy, what's Swifty doing around youngsters anyways? Well, he wasn't. He was doing his own thing and they pulled up on him, allegedly, right? Now, all this was supposed to take place at a gas station. A gas station's public area. I noticed that gas stations in California are probably the most dangerous place, especially if criminals there licking his lips, waving Nerf guns, right? It's going to be dangerous. I've had so many incidences. I'm going to tell you about one. So I remember we were going to go to Frisco. It was my homegirl. It was her birthday. She was like, damn, let's go to Frisco. So she's in there getting ready with another homegirl. And I ain't going to lie, they had a chick that was coming, like another chick that was coming that I was on. She was bad, long ass. Those Mexicanas with long ass fucking beautiful hair, green eye, just bad, right? Looking like Shakira, her hips don't lie. I had been on her. This was my homegirl's homegirl, right? So I was trying to, right, get in. This fool was trying to go wild. Hey, put your shirt on, right? I was trying to do my thing. And so she slides through. So it's me and my boy. And I'm like, oh, we're going to Frisco. And this is his sister's, is the main homegirl. It's my homegirl. And then her friend's friend, right? So I'm like, ooh, I'm going to take her friend's friend. You take the friend. That's getting your sister. We'll drive. We're good. So the homegirls are all ready. They're getting ready. They're all happy. They're going to Frisco. We're going to go clubbing. We're going to go kick it, right? And me and the homeboy are like, the winners are. And so there's an AM/PM gas station in Merced, man. It's off V Street, right? Everyone goes there, gasses up. You know, it's like you'll pull up, man, and depending upon if it's like a Friday, or this is how it used to be. I don't know how it is now, but if it was a Friday, Saturday night, motherfuckers be there all part. What's happening? Where's the party at? Where's, you know what I mean? That's just like the spot where, you know how it is. That's the spot where everyone just pulling up. Like, what's up? Hey, what you got going on? I don't know, bro. I'm just trying to get a hamburger out at 8 p.m. So anyways, we pull up to get gas. I jump off the whip, like, you guys want something to drink? Like, I got a lot of money at that time, right? But I'm trying to high side. She's like, yeah, I'll take a Gatorade. Like, okay. Let me see if I got enough change for that. So I jump off, and I see all kinds of Northerners had pulled up, like 3 carloads of homeboys. So I know them all, you know what I'm saying? They're not from my neighborhood, but I know them. There's a couple vaulters from 11th Street, and there's a couple vaulters from M Street. Just vaulters in my city, right? And we get along, so I know them. So I'm like, what's up, bro? What's up? Shaking my eyes with everyone. What's happening? And there's a white, one of the, well, they're coming from a party, like, or they're pre-gaming. They're already faded. They're going to another party. And like I said, we're on our own trip. We got chicks in the car. We're going to Frisco. Homeboys are already at the fucking van trying to mac on the chicks. Like, what's happening, right? And I go into AMPM, give me a little burger, smash that so the chick doesn't smell burger breath, right? I'm trying to, and get her Gatorade. And as I'm coming out, there's a white guy coming out. And he looks kind of younger. Like, you know, like maybe 18, 19 years old. And he comes out, and homeboys are faded. So one of the homeboys comes up on him like, hey, what's up, bro? Right? And starts talking to him like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and need whatever beer you got or whatever, right? And the dude's like, no, I don't got beer. He's just trying to get in his car. But over to see the dude was just fucking doing his own thing, man. Right? Gang of fucking Northerners faded. It's a recipe for disaster, right? And so as he's coming out, I'm coming out, and dude's trying to go back in the store. He's like scared. Like he's going to say, call the cops, right? And without hesitation, I see him, and he's like, hey, you need to call the cops. He's telling him, I said, you ain't no calling no one. Sleep time. Ding, 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 right? The homeboys get to stomping. It ruined my whole trip. My homegirl was pissed. You fucked my birthday up. I don't want to go. There's cops going to come everywhere. Okay, the moral of the story is shit goes down at gas stations, right? All the time. Shootings. I got a primo locked up doing life over some gas station incident. It just happens. So for Swifty to get caught up at a gas station, pretty normal. The youngster element of it, not necessarily, man. It's an old school setup, and it's a cold setup that they wanted to pull up on him and talk their shit. And there's really nothing he could do. I commend Swifty, man, for just being a man and just, it is what it is. But obviously he got locked up. But I think what's even more so the story than that is people are saying, well, what will happen to Swifty next? To be honest with you, I don't know, man. I really don't know Swifty Blue's situation within his gang or the politics of what's going to happen to him, man. I pray for him. You know, I know everyone has different things that they have to answer to. You know, when you're acting a fool, and that's why I say with this music stuff, this dissing back and forth, north and south, or even blacks, or everyone disrespecting each other, eventually, it's the way the energy of the world works, eventually the people that you diss, you're going to run into. Eventually, you're going to have to prove what you talk about in your songs. Eventually, you're going to have to fucking put up or shut the fuck up, right? So now he's in a situation where he's confined. You know, there's going to be people that question him for whatever reason, if they like him or they don't. And so we'll see how Swifty turns out. You know, I've seen plenty of vatos that were not in the greatest of standings, or were getting questioned, or on ice or freeze is what we used to call it. And then go clean their shit up in the county. You know, go in there, do a pegada, go in there fucking on front line and talk to whoever they need to talk to and clear some shit up and reorganize and get out, and they're good again, right? The funny thing is going to be this. If Swifty's able to go into the county jail and clear up whatever's hanging over his name, if there is anything, I'm not saying there is, right? But I think we all know what it is, those that know. And he goes in there to do his thing, and he comes out clean, right? You watch, all these dudes that are talking shit and all that, they're going to be friends again. Hey, this bus is spread, homie. Watch. I already know how it goes down. Anyways, with that being said, Swifty Blue is locked up, man. Is he PC'd up, protected custody? I doubt it, bro. I can't tell you for sure. But like I said, in order to get that type of information, you would have a direct line with the cops, man. And if you do, what's going on with you, right? That's just what I'm saying. Anyways, thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive for what I truly believe in. That's the betterment of all people, man. Again, prayers out to Swifty. I hope everything works out for him. It's a fucked up situation, man. When a bunch of youngsters run up on you talking that high power shit, you can't do nothing. You do something, you're the bad guy. You don't do nothing, you're the sad guy. It just happens when it does. the gun. Bang, bang.